Upperclassmen handed him a little white pill. Turns out it was Oxy. The pills had then turned into heroin.
I don't know if you've ever seen a baby withdrawing from methadone or from drugs, but it's not pretty.
And he was laying on his bed. And I'm like, buddy, what's wrong? And I mean, like stiff as a board. It wasn't like he was playing with anything. He was just laying there. And I remember him sitting up and looking me in the face and said, if I knew how to kill myself, I would do it right now.
She functioned. She went to work every day. Went to college, was going to school, was doing well in school, getting A's.
We didn't know that she was using until she passed away.
And one day I noticed my pill bottle I had just filled was almost empty. We would take a picture of our medicine cabinet before she'd come over to visit. And then when she'd leave from her visit, things would be disheveled.
He had a cousin who was addicted to drugs, an older cousin. And, you know, he used to say to me, Mom, like, why? Like, it's so stupid. Why would anybody do that? You know, he was very against. He was not a drug user. He met a girl. He took a liking to her. She introduced my son to heroin. It's the devil that just keeps showing up at the door.
Everybody knows their child, and if they're backing off and isolating, locking their door in their bedroom, failing grades, all these little things, it's a sign that something's really bad. But looking back, I can see the signs that we missed.
Broke his arm playing volleyball in gym class. He ended up needing surgery. And that's when he first had opiates. I think that's the first time that he ever felt that feeling that drugs give you.
This was a really short period of time. From the first time he took that Xanax till the time that we lost him was probably a year.
I said, Jay, why do you wear the long sleeves? She said, oh, you know, Mom, she said, in dental school, we have to wear long sleeves. So I'm just used to it. She always seemed to have a really good reason for why things like this were happening.
My 20-year-old son, who was on his own, told me he loved me every day. And then one day I didn't get that.
We really didn't know until the day she died that she did heroin and cocaine.
He was slumped onto the floor, and I tried to revive him. And
To walk into a room and see a nurse on top of your son's chest, sitting on top of his chest, and other people all around, and they were pumping, they were doing everything. This disease is so unpredictable. The drugs out there will instantly kill you.
I know he wanted to get better. He didn't want this to be part of his life. He wanted to be in college. He had a wonderful family.
Rather had him be in a little pain for 24 hours than the 6-7 years that he suffered.
And as we pulled into the parking lot of the emergency room, her whole body seized. And I knew at that moment that I was losing her.
One of the drug enforcement agents saying, well, you know, does she use heroin? And my sister and I looked at each other and we're like, no.
Drove down my street and there was crime scene tape everywhere. 2 female police officers there. I said to them, my daughter is dead, isn't she?